Hi, and welcome to this short talk about essences and how to make a dosage bottle. So most essences you buy will come as what they call a stock essence, which means that it is a concentrate and that you can make dosage bottles from it. So these are often purchased to be used as they are, and that's fine, or you may purchase them and dilute them to make dosage bottles. They still have the same value, they still work just as well. It just means that that stock bottle will last longer. So this is an example of a stock essence. It is a Reconnect with essence, and it is number 1, I am home. This today is my example of a dosage bottle. So this at the moment only has water and brandy in it. So most, if not all, essences are made by capturing or conducting or holding the vibration of something in nature or some things from nature in water. So they all have water in them. And then usually there's a alcohol to preserve. So the one I just showed you, Reconnect with Wisdom, essence number 1, I am home, has water and brandy. So just to be aware of that, if you are using essences with your children, or if you are not taking alcohol for some reason, to be mindful that they do contain alcohol. The choice is that when you make up a dosage bottle, you can choose to make it without alcohol, which means that you can just put water, and I've heard of people putting apple cider vinegar in as a substitute to water. This is simply to act as a preservative. Putting alcohol in means that this can last on the shelf for 20 years, which is obviously why they choose to do that. Okay, so making a dosage bottle. So different essences will suggest different things, but ultimately, once you have your bottle and you fill it up with 1/3 brandy and the rest water. So essentially, once it's finished, it should have 1/3 of alcohol, or brandy in this case, as I'm saying, because I'm just so used to using brandy. And then the rest is water, so 2/3 water. So this is usually suggested to be a purified or filtered water, but not a distilled water. There's a little bit of a difference there. So once you have that, or if you've chosen to use apple cider vinegar, you would do 1/3 apple cider vinegar and the rest water. So for me, I generally use a little measuring syringe. You can buy these from the chemist. I actually forgot to bring mine today, I'm just realising. You can buy these from the chemist. They're very cheap, $2. And what it means is you can accurately measure your 2/3 and 1/3. So this is a 15 ml bottle. So 1/3 would be 5 ml of the preserver, and 2/3 would be 10 ml of water. Okay, hope that makes sense. All right, so I've already done that. So this bottle already has the brandy and water in it. We just need to add the essence. So with Reconnect with essences, we suggest 11 drops of the essence to be used. This is something that we intuitively have worked out for our essences. Other essences are different, so if you're using other essences, just make sure that you read their suggestions. Most commonly, it's usually from 5 to 7 drops, but ours is 11 because we're special. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up this pre-prepared dosage bottle here that already has water and brandy. And I'm going to open up my stock essence. So I'm going to give that a bit of a tap first, just to make sure it's, put that down for a minute, just to make sure it's completely mixed up. And then I open it up and I'm going to squeeze. So you can see when I've squeezed the pipette, it's drawn the liquid up into the glass part. And then I'm going to hold my dosage bottle and 11 drops. Perfect. So I've counted 11. Then I'm going to put my lid back on. And when you first made a dosage bottle, you need to give it a really, really good shake. So when I learned how to make essences, this was called succussing, by the way. You don't have to do it this way, but this is the traditional way. And we're told to do it 40 times. Once you feel that you've done it 40 times, you're ready to go. And then every time you take an essence, whether it's from a stock bottle or from a dosage bottle, it's suggested that you give them a bit of a shake. And you can do this by, again, succussing or just rolling it in your hand, whatever feels right for you. And that is essentially just to ensure that all the particles are aligned so that when you draw your essence into the pipette that you get everything that's meant to be in there. I hope this has been helpful. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. You can leave a message down below or you can get in touch via our website. Thanks.